We learned today, after decades on the run, the suspected Golden State Killer may have been undone by a digital fingerprint. Prosecutors confirm a DNA match through an online genealogy database ultimately led to Joseph James DeAngelo.
KPI X-Files' Julie Watts joining us now. Julie, you've done a lot of reporting on these websites. Exactly how would this have worked?
Well, we talk to 23andMe and Ancestry DNA about these types of things all the time. They always tell us that they do protect their customers' information and never disclose it to law enforcement. Both companies confirmed to me tonight that they have not been in contact with law enforcement about this case. But I can tell you, investigators wouldn't need to contact them because there is so much DNA information that is already public. Here's how investigators say they did it. First, they collected DNA samples from one of the crime scenes years ago. They sequenced that DNA and submitted the genetic profile to various public genealogy websites that people use to find relatives or participate in research. Now, they looked for family trees with matches to the sample from the crime scene, which led them to DeAngelo, who was the right age and lived in the area where the crimes took place. Then they set up surveillance and they got more DNA from some garbage, confirmed he was a match, and, well, that's how it went. Now, just yesterday, our Emily Turner asked investigators if they had used Ancestry sites. Here's what they said.
Maybe an Ancestry.com or 23andMe, something along those lines?
I'm just not prepared to talk about what the technology is. But as the District Attorney Schubert said, it will come out.
Now, we still don't know which sites were used. 23andMe tells me it was not involved in this case, though, and I can tell you it is unlikely they were involved because they don't have a publicly searchable database. 23andMe's genetic matching service is an opt-in and for customers only, so investigators would have to submit a genetic sample. Unlikely they gathered a full vial of spit from the crime scene. However, a user could download their DNA profile from 23andMe and upload that to a public database. There are many. GeneTree, DNA Land, even Ancestry.com has a public database that anybody can search if they create an account and upload their own DNA profile. Now, unlike 23andMe, Ancestry does have a publicly searchable database, and at least for a time, they were automatically submitting their customer profiles to that public database. So if you ever submitted your DNA to Ancestry, it's possible you could have been searched in this search.
More and more of it's out there.
Yeah,
public.
absolutely.
Wow.
A lot of questions about what happens with our DNA, where it's stored, and where the legal ramifications are.
Right.
Our information in general. All right, Jules, thanks. Well,